It's another money-making Monday, and yours truly, CJ Curry, is back with a couple of NBA player props for you to consider on today's NBA slate. Thank you so much for everybody who subscribes to the channel. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Easy for me to say. It's free for you to do, as well as hitting the like button. Let's try to go for 100 or more likes. I see a lot of people watching, but they're sitting on their hands, not hitting the like button. Those likes go a long way. It's like a tip jar for me to continue making these videos for you guys each and every day, Monday through Friday. So definitely appreciate that. You may want to ring that bell as well, turn on notifications so that anytime a new piece of content drops on the channel, you're not left out in the cold. Now, I've been giving away a free month of Dub Club to viewers out there who tune into these videos each and every day. So if you're subscribed and you hit the like button, you comment your favorite player prop of the day, and that player prop is chosen and it actually hits, well, then you could be the next winner of a free month of Dub Club. So let's go ahead and pick a winner from Friday's video. We've got our guy here, Chris Monroe. Chris Monroe, congratulations to you. His comment was D'Angelo Russell under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I'm happy to report that D'Angelo Russell played awful, didn't get a ton of minutes, and went well under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Seems like the Brooklyn Nets now are kind of diving deeper into the bench, playing a lot of guys in their rotation. They don't really want to win any more games. They want to get one of the top draft picks in next year's NBA draft. So congratulations to Chris. Chris, all you have to do, go down to the description of today's video, click the link for the Discord. It's free for you to join the Discord. And then once you're in Discord, DM me, and then we'll get you set up with a special Dub Club link where you could go ahead and get signed up for Dub Club. So congratulations to Chris. We had a good night, good weekend yesterday over in our Dub Club. I wanted to do a special shout out to Dub Club members who joined me. If you're not in Dub Club, it's a VIP community where I share all my picks, plays, and parlays each and every day. We got other community members and moderators in there sharing their favorite well-researched picks, plays, and parlays as well. This was one of the big wins that we had yesterday. So shout out to everybody who tailed this pick. A lot of field goal attempts and field goal makes and three-point attempts in this particular entry. We turned $40 into $400. Dante DiVincenzo ended up getting ejected. There was a little bit of a scuffle between the Minnesota Timberwolves and Detroit Pistons. DiVincenzo ended up being a reboot over on PrizePicks. Thank God for reboots on PrizePicks. Just another reason why you should be playing over on PrizePicks. But the rest of these guys ended up hitting, so it was a 10x on our slip. And if you go through on my Dub Club profile, you'll see a lot of big winning tickets that we've had all NBA season long. So gotta love what you're seeing out of our Dub Club. And of course, it's baseball season. Got some games early afternoon today, so we'll definitely be dropping some slips for MLB. But let's get into today's picks. I got a couple options. Honestly, there's not a whole lot that I really liked, but we'll start with this one over on PrizePicks. Kristaps Porzingis, and I'm looking at Porzingis for more than 9 rebounds and assists. Right now, we're waiting on Jaylen Brown news. I'm not sure if Brown's going to play or not. That's a good question, but I've kind of factored in if Brown does decide to play and what kind of has happened here with Porzingis. So we're taking a look at Outlier.bet. Outlier.bet is a great tool if you like to roll up your sleeves and dig into some deep dive stats and historical game logs and information like that. But I'm looking at games here where Porzingis has played with Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Derek White, Jason Tatum, etc. All the key guys for the Boston Celtics. Drew Holiday, can't forget him. And here's what you're left with. Games in which he's played alongside of all those key contributors for the Boston Celtics. He's had at least 9 or more rebounds and assists in all of those games. 13 out of 16 games where he's played alongside his buddies there. He's averaging exactly 9.06 rebounds and assists, but he does have some games in there where he has gone over, racking up 10, 11, and even as many as 12 rebounds and assists. Now, this matchup here against the Memphis Grizzlies is actually a pretty good one for him. He's done a good job against Memphis in the past of getting 9 or more rebounds and assists. As you can see here, 3 for 3 in previous matchups versus the Grizzlies. He's had 9, 10, and 10 rebounds and assists versus Memphis. One of these games was from this season, which is the most recent one, December the 7th, 2024. End of last year, so it's been a while since he's seen the Grizzlies in a head-to-head matchup, but he did pull in 8 rebounds and collect 2 assists in that game. Now, if Jaylen Brown ends up setting, maybe that presents more opportunities for Porzingis to pull in more rebounds and or potentially more assists. But this one, good head-to-head hit rates and good hit rates overall, even despite all those Boston Celtics being active in those games in which Porzingis appeared. So now that we kind of know that, we can take a look at some of the projections for Kristaps Porzingis. If we go over here and take a look at where he's at on RotoWire, a lot of different ways you can play Porzingis. This RotoWire tool kind of looks at things like other DFS pick'em sites. It looks at sportsbook data. It provides its own custom player projection for the given player prop, and it looks at the hit rates. And so some of the top ways to play Kristaps Porzingis for the over would be the rebounds and assists or just the rebounds. I looked at both of these. The rebounds and assists has a slightly higher hit rate, but I can't be mad at you for taking just the rebounds if you wanted to go that route as well. But in terms of the projection for Porzingis, RotoWire's projection tool has him at 10.66 projected rebounds and assists today. So that's looking pretty darn good. So this is one that you should be considering in some of your entries and slips. As far as another projection, we can go and take a look at some of these other sites. We'll go over here to Fantasy Labs. Porzingis on Fantasy Labs is sitting out here. Well, I don't know if they have a projection for him on Fantasy Labs. Let me look. Let me refresh. Maybe they just added him in. Go down here, go rebounds and assists. There you go. He's sitting at about 8.5 rebounds and assists. So about 8.5. Of course, that could break one way or the other, 8 or 9, right? So might end up tying or pushing at exactly 9 rebounds and assists, but wouldn't be the worst situation, wouldn't be the end of the world if he happens to tie. Another projection brought to you by Shot Quality. This is found over on Roto Grinders. 9.14 projected rebounds and assists for Porzingis there. Again, if Brown happens to sit, I think this number goes up a little bit more for Porzingis, but as it stands, I'm okay taking the over at 9 rebounds and assists. The next pick is going to be Keegan Murray of the Sacramento Kings. We're going to look at taking an under here on Keegan Murray. This is a Domantas Sabonis revenge night against the former team that he played many, many games with, the Indiana Pacers. And so hopefully that means less opportunities for Keegan Murray. I'm looking at the under at 6.5 3-point attempts for Keegan Murray. Now, I've pulled this up over on outlier.bet. I've included just the games where Keegan Murray's played alongside of DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Jonas Valanciunas, Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, some of the key players for Sacramento. And when you do that, he's got about a 62% hit rate. So he stayed under 6.5 3-point attempts in 8 out of 13 games in which he's appeared. Now, there are some games in there where he's shot it, 8, 9, and 10 times from deep, but most of the time he stays under this particular player prop. Now, we look at just the games where he's played on the road. He's got a 63% hit rate, averaging about 6.2 3-point attempts per game in those games alongside those those key contributors for the Sacramento Kings. So 5 out of 8 games on the road, 63% hit rate, 6.2 3-point attempts per game on average. Now, in terms of the matchup, the Indiana Pacers do a great job of limiting 3-point attempts when facing opposing teams here. They rank 9th, so it's a top 10 matchup. 9th fewest, that is, 3-point attempts for opposing players when they face against the Indiana Pacers. Now, speaking of head-to-heads and previous matchups, we look at the head-to-heads here. 3 for 3 is Keegan Murray at staying under 6.5 3-point attempts. He's had 5, 6, and 4 3-point attempts in his last 3 head-to-heads versus the Indiana Pacers. So this just kind of ties into the fact that, yeah, Indiana does defend against the 3-point attempts pretty well. And his historical hit rates seem to kind of echo that sentiment as well. So now that we know that, let's take a look at some projections here for Keegan Murray. We'll go back over here to RotoWire first and foremost. And the leaning less options, the top lean less option is the 3-point attempts. So if you wanted to take an under on Keegan Murray, the 3-point attempts looking like a solid way to go. Projected for about 6 3-point attempts. So it might be a little bit spicy. It might be a little bit sweaty, but again, you got to love the fact that he has stayed under in his last 3 matchups versus Indiana and seems to stay under more often than not when he plays alongside all of those stars for the Sacramento Kings. Let's get you a second projection for this one. We're going to go back over to Shot Quality. Shot Quality's got him sitting out at about 6.1 3-point attempts. Again, you shave about 10% off of any of the projections that you look at, and that kind of puts them closer to 6 or fewer three-point attempts tonight going up against Indiana. And we'll get you one more projection. Now, this one is free. You can go see this one over on numberfire.com, now known as FanDuel Research. So if you Google FanDuel Research, you'll get a link to this. But taking a look at Keegan Murray over on FanDuel Research, you just click on his name, and then this new tab opens up, and then you scroll down here, and you go to Keegan Murray upcoming game projections. And once you do that, you find tonight's game, which is this one here at the top against Indiana, and you look at his projected three-point attempts, sitting out at about 6.7, but again, you shave about 10% off of that, and it's going to be closer to about 6 three-point attempts or fewer. So definitely check out these free projections on FanDuel Research. But yeah, that's why I'm leaning less on Keegan Murray. Historical hit rates, he has stayed under against Indiana, stayed under most of the time when playing with these other Sacramento Kings, and he's projected for closer to 6 three-point attempts on most reputable NBA player prop projection models. So this is the time of the video where I turn things over to you guys. What do you think about these picks? You liking them, hating them? Do you have a pick of your own? Do you want to win a free month of Dub Club? Well, go down to the comment section below after you've subscribed and hit the like button and comment your favorite player prop of the day. If I randomly select your player prop and it happens to be a winner, well, then you will be a winner of a free month of Dub Club, and we'll select your name in the next video. Appreciate all the love and support. If you're a Dub Club member and you're part of the Eyes on the Prize Discord community, I will see you guys on the inside. I'm going to go dig up some more NBA props, some MLB props, and hopefully we have another profitable day. Good luck on all your picks, plays, and parlays, and we'll catch you in the next video real soon. Peace.